Hello, so excited to be presenting for you at our VIP product preview party. How have you enjoyed the presentation so far? I've been like blown away, especially, wow, that impressions pad. Okay, so there's lots of amazing things, and even what we're showing you in this party is just a snippet of all the new things that are available and all the inspiration you can enjoy. But I am here. Hello, my name is Genevieve Coe, and I am an independent demonstrator here in Markham, Ontario, Canada, and happy to be participating in this party as part of the Team Stick Stamper and Stamp Therapist collaboration for this special party. So whether you're a demonstrator or a customer of one of our demonstrators, you are welcome here, and I am so excited to share with you. So I've been a demonstrator for almost 19 years, which is totally mind-blowing and unbelievable to me. I actually started because I don't know, I wanted a discount on a few things, but also what it ended up being is kind of a lifesaver because it gave me something to focus on other than my 3 babies at home. And those of you who have had babies at home know sometimes you need your mind needs to do something else. And I have the kind of personality where I can like hyper focus on things, and it's great to hyper focus on babies, but sometimes it can make you a little crazy in the brain. And when those babies grow up and turn into adolescents, wow. Anyway, so all I can say is being a demonstrator might have contributed to saving my sanity, and because it gave me something else to focus on. It gave me a reason to create beautiful projects so that I could share them with people in workshops, that I could share them with others in Facebook Lives. And yeah, that's kind of my story, and it has been quite a journey. I don't regret it at all. And I love it that each time new products are released, I get to be the first to order them. I can always pick out my favorites first and then find out later I have more favorites and order again and enjoy my demonstrator discount. But I also get to enjoy a little side hustle money through the workshops that I do or events and things like that. So being a demonstrator has so many benefits. I just touched on a few. So if you're not a demonstrator yet and you maybe you haven't given any thought to it, I just want to plant the seed to give you a thought about it, because there is a joining special on right now during the month of May. And you can actually get all 5 of the brand new in colors absolutely free as part of the starter kit, but that's only in May. And these new colors come with our new magnetic cases. Look how easy it is to open. Okay, and they snap together, and so it makes it really easy to stack because they all kind of stack together. Okay, so I'm sure you'll learn more about these ink pads. Others may be using it in their presentations, but I had to give a plug for joining the demonstrator community because now is a great time to join. Yeah, you get to do enjoy it how you want. I always say that being a demonstrator, you can join for the savings, you can join for the earnings, you can join for the fun community, or you can benefit from all 3. It's totally up to you. It's choose your own adventure, and it would be wonderful to have you take advantage. So just wanted to give you a heads up about that. Okay, so let's flip this camera over because I am excited to present to you the Exciting Times bundle. So if you get dizzy, close your eyes. I'm just going to flip the camera, and hopefully this works. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so the Exciting Times bundle consists of the stamp set and the punch. I took everything out ahead of time. And where's the punch? Okay, give me a heart attack. It's right here. Let me turn on. Let me see if we can. Is that a bit better? I think the shadow went away a bit. Okay, so the Exciting Times bundle might be one that you overlook initially, because it's like, oh, I remember the first time that I saw it, I'm like, why is it called Exciting Times? This doesn't look exciting to me. But then I started playing with it and realized it is exciting. Okay, so it can be found on the online store, in the catalog, okay, on page 13. And I'll give you the item code. It's 167881. But if you put in the search box on the online store, Exciting Times, it will turn up. Just remember that when you buy the stamp set and the punch together, you get a 10% discount. I highly recommend buying both. Okay, and hopefully my presentation will show you why. Before I close this page, this is from the quick and easy section, and you'll see why it's in the quick and easy section. But you'll also see ways that you can kind of step it up a bit more. So, but I want to also, before I leave this page in the catalog, I want to point out to you these fun little sketches at the bottom. Okay, and there's a QR code that takes you to different templates and ideas. Okay, so if you're looking for more ideas and more creative inspiration, make sure to visit the website because there's lots there. Okay, so you can see right off the top, there are some project examples here using the Exciting Times bundle. They have paired it with some other quick and easy products like the ink spots, and they are using this designer series paper here, which showcase the in colors. Okay, are they in colors? I don't know. Anyway, we've got some designer series paper, but I decided to do something a little different with it. First, let me show you the stamp set. There's 7 stamps inside. We've got a large frame, a smaller frame, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentiments. Although the thank you and the so much, they're 2 separate stamps, but I think they kind of belong together. Okay, so let's look inside. I just want to show you the stamp. I'm going to start with the bigger one here so that you can see. Actually, I'll use it on a project, and then you can see how it works. So it could go on a D block. I just find that, I don't know, it's just a little bit exactly the right size for a D block. So I've been using my E block just to have a little more room. But I do highly recommend, if you have trouble kind of with your grip or holding a block or anything, is getting our newest tool, the Stamp and Positioning tool, okay, which has a feature page in our catalog. I think I showed it earlier in my catalog chat. Here. I was going to take mine out, but it's in a box, so I don't want to. Here, okay? So if you have trouble with your hands, or sometimes if you're like, I stamped it, but it didn't come out as clear as I want, you want to stamp it again and line it up perfectly, this is the tool for you, okay? This Stamp and Positioner tool, 167768, okay? But anyway, that was a little detour. I'm going to use this on here, and I am going to show you how it stamps. Okay, I just want you to have an idea of how this bundle works. So I'm just going to grab some white paper just for the moment, just to show you. I'll just grab any ink pad here, the Secret C. Okay, and okay, so this is the first image, okay, that I want to show you in the stamp set, okay, and the punch. What the punch does, so you understand, the punch does not punch out the larger frame. It punches out the inside frame. Okay, so it lines up there, punch that out. So it can give you a window, okay? I see in my future making shaker cards, maybe, with this, okay? And, or you could kind of pop this portion up and give more of a 3D look, Okay, so this is one image. I almost consider this like a second image. Okay, and then you've got this third image really here. With this kind of, I guess this is why it's called the exciting times, because this little flashy thing looks kind of exciting. Okay, it's like, whew, excitement. Okay, so, and then this punches out this. Okay, so can you kind of see the flexibility in this stamp set that isn't quite noticeable at first? Okay, so we've got this image, we've got this large image, and then we've got this inside part, which is really part of the large image, but you could actually punch it out and make it like a third frame. Okay, so anyway, I just wanted to show you how that works, because at first I just did not, it wasn't intuitive to me until I started playing. So if you don't have this set yet, you might not know that. Okay, so let's start with a really quick and easy project. And when I grabbed this bundle, I decided I wanted to lean towards the quick and easy because my life has been so busy lately, so busy. There are just no words to describe the busyness. So I thought, I want to make quick and easy. It would just bring me such joy to be quick and easy. And so I grabbed a designer series paper pack that for some reason I bought 3 of, which just shows that I'm absolutely in love with it. It is the Beautiful Ordinary Life designer series paper. I know we had a presentation on that earlier. This paper just makes me happy. So I grabbed this, and then I grabbed this ephemera pack, the Meant for You Mix and Match ephemera pack. Okay, quick and easy is what I was going for. Quick and easy does not mean unattractive. Hopefully my projects will show you that. So let me, I know, I think all the presenters were given guidelines to make one project, but I'm going to see whether I can squeeze in 2 projects today. Okay, and hopefully it inspires you. Remember, you can place an order anytime just by going to the online store, choosing your demonstrator, and shopping. I highly recommend shopping early because things do run out of stock. It's hard to know exactly what's going to be super popular, so get what you want when it's available. So I'm going to create a quick and easy tag for you. So this is 3.5 inches by 2.5 inches using the beautiful Makes Me Happy Beautiful Ordinary Life paper. So I just created this little rectangle here, 3.5 by 2.5, and I am going to stamp. I may as well just use the same color. Where's our Secret C friend? Here you are. Secret C just makes me so happy. It is like basic black and Night of Navy had a baby, and it is the perfect little baby color. Okay, so let's stamp that there. You can go ahead and tell me in the comments if you love Secret C too, and if you don't have it, you should own it. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, so just popping this in the back, just to give a bit of background and interest. I'm going to turn this into a little tag, so I'm just going to snip the corners here. And I'm just using our little punches. These punch sets, they were sold out for a long time because they were so popular, but they're still available. They're available now. It's our little hole puncher assortment. So there's a hole puncher that does kind of like, I don't know, can you see it? It's not very, I don't know if there's a way to kind of show it. Oh, there, can you see that shape? Okay, and then this is like a little tiny hole punch there. Okay, and then this one here, which is a slot. That's the one I'm going to use here for the tag, little tag I'm making. Okay. There we go. So I gave you the measurements, right? 3.5, 2.5. Okay. Got this in the background. Grab my quick and easy. And let me pull this out here. And I don't know if you knew about this ephemera pack, but you pop them out like this. But it's actually a sticker. Okay, so you can peel this off and it's a sticker. But I kind of want it to pop up, so there's no point in peeling off the sticker because I'm not going to lay it flat. I'm going to use dimensionals. And don't forget, when you're shopping, you want to get to the threshold for your market. I know in Canada, I think it's $100. In the US, I think it's $75. When you get to that threshold, you can add the product of the month. So dimensionals are always a great way to kind of get to that little threshold if you're just missing that last little bit. Okay. See, isn't that cute? So that's so quick and easy. And I'm just going to use one of our brand new ribbons in Barely Blush. And I'm going to slip it through. Just tie a knot. And just like that, we've got a really quick and easy little tag. Okay, so you can see how I didn't even use the punch here. I just used the stamp to give a bit of a background. Okay, but if I wanted to do a little bit more, same idea and turn it into a card. I stamped the background and then I stamped this other image, popped it out, used the sentiment from the stamp set, and this again is from the ephemera pack. You can see there, like a little star, boom, a little bit of ribbon, background, and another quick and easy, simple card. Okay, but I do want to show you how you can play around a little bit more with it, elevate it a tiny bit, and show you a little trick. Okay, so let's do that. So I hope you don't mind. I'm actually going to be stamping 2 projects for you today instead of just one. And then I've got a couple other samples to show you with this bundle. For those of you joining a little bit late, hello, hello. I'm glad you're here. My feature product for this video is the Exciting Times bundle, which includes the punch. If you get the bundle, it's the punch and the stamp set. Okay, so I do recommend buying both of them to get the 10% discount. Let's move on. So I've already created, you've seen I already created the tag, and then I showed you another sample, quick and easy with this card. I'm going to make another card here. Let's start by taking, let me give this a little wash here. Stamp a little wash, and I'm going to kind of create the pieces for the card and then assemble it after. Okay. I'll give you the measurements as I go along in case you want to recreate it, because I think this layout would work for other stamp sets or other products as well. Okay, I started off really clean. Before I started this video, it was very clean, my tabletop. Okay, and now I already feel like, woo, chaos. Tell me in the comments, are you a chaotic stamper, creator, or are you like calm and tidy creator? Tell me in the comments. Inquiring minds want to know. Okay, so I am going to stamp on here with our black ink. So let me get that and ink it up. Get it nicely inked up there. Okay, and this is our new hybrid ink. Okay, and so it takes a bit of a, if you've ever stamped with me before, I call it dating and marriage. So I'm dating this ink pad. We haven't gotten married yet. We're still getting to know each other. we're in the dating phase. And so what I did discover is that opening it, there's a lip on this side, okay? And so you just need to pull on the lip, okay? That's what opens it. In the beginning, I didn't understand. We were really like, it was like a blind date the first time I got this pad, but we're probably on our like 3rd or 4th date now. We're getting used to each other. And so you just have to press firmly to get your image on there, okay? And there you go. Good morning. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is cut this. Okay. I probably should have inked it up a bit more. And this is where it would have been perfect to use the Stampin' Positioner tool, but that's okay. Okay, I am going to try to trim this, although I did not cut it terribly straight. So what I'm trying to do is trim to the image. Oh, it's going to bug me that I didn't stamp it straight. I think it's going to bother me. I might have to stamp it again, friends. Please, thank you for your patience. Maybe I should have cut it first. What size do I want? But it's sometimes hard to aim. Okay, so let's do 3 inches by 2.5 inches. Let's try that. Okay, 3 inches by 2.5 inches. Okay. And we'll take 2. Do you ever stamp things crooked? Sometimes I can leave it when it's crooked and I'm like, it's handmade, no problem. But today, I don't know, today I feel like I should give it a second try. Okay, so here we go. Ink that up. Okay, Genevieve, line it up. Let's do it. Okay, so, okay, there's a bit of a seal on that, and I figured there's a seal on it because, like our alcohol markers, maybe it dries out faster, so that's why I put the lid on right away. Okay, so we'll ink that up. Hopefully I'm straighter. If I'm not, we'll just move on anyway. Okay. Better. Take 2 was definitely better. Okay, so we'll give it a second to dry. And then what I want to show you, in the meantime, I am going to take my basic white. Actually, I stamped this earlier in the Secret C. I'm just going to grab that. And I think this will go nicely on here. Okay, so I am going to put that on. But let me show you the little trick that I wanted to show you. Okay, so I may cut this a little closer, the edges. Now that I've cut it straight, yay, Genevieve. Okay, and you can tell from the trimmer, you just look through this little hole in the trimmer, and that's where it will cut. Okay, so that if I see any of the ink there, then it means I'm cutting too close. Okay, but I just wanted to kind of get it a little closer. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Okay, so that I am cutting it right, basically right to that image. Okay, but see these little notches here? I mean, they're cute, right? But I thought, it's a little much to be fussy cutting around there. And then I thought, I'm just going to stick my punch in here and use the little corner of the punch to kind of like give a little corner here, if you know what I mean. Okay, again, do you see that? Boop. And I was super happy with that idea. So I just did it here. Again, just lining it up so that we can do a little, I don't know what to call it, a little boop. Okay, see that? A little boop there. Okay, so that helps you cut it out. Anyway, I was super excited about that. So I was like, I must show you. Okay, so we will put this on top. Okay, so remember, this is the one that from the frame, you can punch it out, right? And then this is the middle part that punched out. So I'm just going to pop that on there. Okay, adhesive. Okay, and then I am going to grab this little cupcake from the ephemera pack. Again, this is from the Meant for You Mix and Match ephemera pack. And so there's all different kinds of images here, which is really nice. So again, I could use it as a sticker, but I want to pop it up, so I'm just going to use dimensionals on the back here. Thanks, Beth. I thought it was a good idea to kind of give the little divot just by using the punch, because me fussy cutting that out, not as cool. Okay, so we've got that. Yay. Okay, see? Isn't that cute already? That could just be a little tag. But let's finish up the card. I'm going to get my card base. Let's cut a card base here. Where's my white? Okay, so the card base is going to be the kind of the standard 5.5. Maybe I have one 5.5 by 8.5 here. Okay, and then I'm going to do a layer in basic black, which is 5.25 by 4. Let's cut that to size. 5.25 by 4. Okay, and then let's take our beautiful Ordinary Life Designer Series paper, and which design am I going to go with? I love this paper so much. Hang on, I want one that's kind of, let me just look. I thought I had saved it, but of course I can't find it now. I thought I had put it back in the packet, a little strip of it. But we'll keep looking. Oh, I could use the polka dots. The polka dots are nice. But I was using like these little hashtag ones. Here it is. Okay. So see, one side has these beautiful colors. The other side has the black and white. So I'm going to cut it to maybe about, let me try an inch. See if I like that. Get out of the way. Okay, so this is going to be 1 inch and 5/4, 5.25 inches. Okay. Yes. Okay. I try to be a neat and tidy crafter, but I'm super not. But then I get like, then I go through a phase where I'm like, I can't handle it anymore. And then I like turn on dance music and I just like clean up. Okay. So we'll put this as, so this sketch or this layout can be used for many different ideas and ways, but let me do that for you. Okay. And then we've already got this little centerpiece that I've already created for you, but I'd love to put a sentiment. And then I thought, our wonderful Exciting Times bundle punch. And so I kind of like thought about how to use it different ways. And I thought, you know what? I can just punch out half, right? So if I line it up straight enough, my eyes are not as awesome as they used to be. Okay. Then I can just get half of a shape, and I can just put it here with our sentiment. So I'm going to grab, there's many different sentiments on this bundle. I'm just going to grab the Let's Celebrate because I think that kind of goes nice with the cupcake. And so that's another way to use the punch. Okay, so let me, where's my black ink? And then we'll just put that on our Let's Celebrate. Oops, I might have over inked that, but that's okay. There we go. And do I want it flat or do I want it popped up? I don't know. We'll just decide after. Okay. No. Flat or popped up? The whole thing popped up? The whole thing flat? Sorry. These are the things that confound me. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna put this like this. I probably should have used the liquid glue. That might have been better. Okay. Yep. I think I'm gonna pop it up. Okay, so let's pop it up. Grab my dimensionals again, and then I'll show you a few other samples. Okay, so we'll put that there, that there. And then, of course, the matching gems. Grab my Take Your Pick tool again. If you're newer and you're not familiar with our Take Your Pick tool, I don't know what else to say, but you need one. Unless you have super amazing fine motor skills. It's very helpful. Okay, so that's the second. Oh, good. I did what you said, Maureen. I popped it up. Okay, so there you go. So this was the first little project I made for you, right? Just using the Exciting Times stamp set, really. And then a quick and easy little tag. And then I took it a little further and decided to use some of those pop-up features, use the punch, and I showed you how to kind of divot out those little corners there just by using this corner part of the punch. But let me show you a few other examples. I showed you this one already. And then this is a swap card I received from Chris Carmichael. I love the colors that she used, but same thing. See, she did the frame, and then she did, instead of popping out the middle, she used the second image here in this stamp set, right? She used this one with the exciting lines going on there. And she's using our new in color, the Peaceful Pine. And I thought what was cool is, see, she used this stamp set to kind of create little corners on her card. Okay, so that's kind of fun. And then there was something else I made here to give you another idea. Oh, this one. Okay, so see, again, I'm using the ephemera pack, and then this is the stamp set. This is one of the sentiments from the stamp set. So you can use the punch, just the punch if you want, and kind of create different things. You can use just the stamp set if you want, but I think it's great when you use it together, the stamp set and the punch together, to create some exciting things as part of the Exciting Times bundle. Okay, so hopefully that gives you a bit of an introduction and gives you a bit of a taste of this Exciting Times bundle. Don't forget that you can purchase it now. It is available for purchase, but don't wait if you're interested, because things are selling out fast. Today is launch day. I already saw something is sold out, but I think my bundle is still available. It's personal. This is my bundle. I've played with it. I love it. And I think it's going to be really useful for those quick and easy projects. And it never hurts to have a good label, stamp set, and punch, and some coordinating sentiments. So thanks so much for joining me today, and enjoy the rest of your day. I'll post the pictures soon. Bye, everyone.